Alex Jones and David Icke and all of these people, they give bad names to legitimate conspiracy theories, or I don't even want to call them conspiracy theories because of that, but I don't know. That's just a garbage thought process. I think.
I saw that on this topic of lizard people that there was a 2013, so 5 years ago, poll by a public policy group that polled registered voters in the U.S. Do you have any idea what percentage of voters said they believed in lizard people that control our societies?
Where was this from?
Just the U.S.
Oh, in the U.S., it's probably a large amount of people.
What's large?
Let's say 62%.
62% believe that lizard people control the...
That goes back to my statement of people being my enemy as a whole. I have no faith in. Do you think? No, maybe let's. I'll dumb it down a little bit and let's say 37%.
37. You're still a little bit high. It's okay. The actual number is 4%.
Okay,
which is still a astonishingly high number in my opinion.
I guess.
One other interesting note on David Icke.
Yeah.
He also believes that fluoride. You know what that is? The stuff they put in the water.
Yeah, of course.
Keep your teeth nice and beautiful.
Yep. That
it is added to the water to block your pituitary gland to keep us ignorant.
Yeah, that's not the first time I've heard that either. What I don't I didn't let you finish because I don't understand the pituitary gland and keeping people ignorant. I don't know how those two things are mutually exclusive. Doesn't the pituitary gland, isn't that the thing that makes you grow? Am I wrong about that?
No, I think you're correct, but it's just weird how you put it. It makes you grow.
Yeah, I mean,
it's like the mushroom from Mario. You just eat
exactly,
it and you get bigger.
It's your internal mushroom. But that's that guy's. I should start listening to that guy. That guy's wild.
So another popular theory with these Illuminati is that there's a lot of current celebrities that are high-ranking members. So, basically that there's all these celebrities that rule the world. Pretty much pick your favorite celebrity. I think you can find them on the internet as Illuminati. I mean, some big ones are obviously Beyoncé and Jay-Z, that they are like the king and magus of the Illuminati or whatever.
There's a special little theory about them as to why they're a member of the Illuminati. Would you like to hear it?
I would love to hear it.
So, do you recall the name of their first child?
I believe it was Blue Ivy.
Blue Ivy, BLUE space IVY. Correct? We can agree on that.
I think so. That's spelled how those two words are normally spelled. Yes.
Well, you could go BLUIVEY or something like that. But you never know with these weird names, anyways. But Blue Ivy just so happens to be an anagram for. Are you ready for this knowledge bomb? Born living under evil, Illuminati's very youngest.
Okay, that's pretty much crazy right there, dude. I could come up with 100 other things that supposedly is an anagram for. Just random words. That means
don't
nothing.
hate.
That means
don't
nothing.
hate the player. That's not an original anagram. I can't take credit for that, although I'd like to. I think it's a solid anagram.
So my wife's name is Allison. It also has an I in it. I bet you I could come up with an anagram that means she's a member of the Illuminati too.
Well, I mean, let's not mark it out. You don't know that she's not in the Illuminati. We haven't done that research either. Just like we now have a theory that Aaron might be in the Illuminati. So more to come on that.
I mean, she does. She does have an I in her name. So
that's true. I don't have an I in my name.
No.
So
you just have an F in your last name.
I don't know what that means.
Freemason.
Yeah, maybe. What about other celebrities? Anybody else?
Yeah, I mean, there's, like I said, you can pretty much throw a dart and find somebody. But my favorite one is the cast of Boy Meets World.
I saw this, and to me, it's an amazing. I hope that this is true. I mean, I don't know if we can ever prove it. I mean, but to me, that's just like that is a theory close to my heart.
Corey and Topanga for life.
Yeah, I mean. The whole Matthews family just being members of the Illuminati. That'd be such a cool plot twist for like the final episode. Like it all, like Mr. Feeney and the Matthews and all the people in that little like cul-de-sac that they live in are like, that's like the Illuminati headquarters that they live in. And like they're at the Illuminati school and everybody that goes to that school is part of the Illuminati. That would just be such a cool plot twist.
That's a great show, though. You talk about headquarters being that little town, but actually I've heard that the headquarters for the Illuminati is at the Denver airport.
That's true. DIA, the Denver International Airport. I'm a firm believer of that being the Illuminati headquarters.
Why?
Well, I'm glad you asked. I think there's a lot of strange stuff that goes on, and we will probably, because I can ramble on about the Denver International Airport for quite some time. So let's put it on the docket for a different episode.
That sounds like a really boring episode, man. Today we're talking about the Denver International Airport.
Today we're talking about airports. No, so the biggest thing, like the Denver airport is just, it was so far gone with its building. It cost billions and billions of dollars over what it was supposed to cost. It took tremendous amount of time longer than it was supposed to. The biggest thing, I mean, there's if we really want to get granular, there's weird art, there's murals on the walls, there's weird art in the airport itself that's supposed to have some sort of symbolism. But the biggest thing, and I don't think this is a secret or this isn't, I don't have inside information. Alex Jones, I don't have inside information. But there's a tunnel system underneath Denver International Airport that basically is like a palace, supposedly, where it's like carpeted. It has like beautiful, really expensive pieces of art. It's basically like walking through, a castle or a really expensive walking through a really expensive hallway. But so I don't, and there's been several groups that have gone down there or people that have gone down there and reported on it. It's not part of your normal airport tour that you can take. It's a very like open secret thing that happens at DIA. Look, again, I don't want to go up on a soapbox about my love and conspiracy theory love of DIA, but I think there's a lot of credence to that possibly being a meeting point, one of many meeting points of the Illuminati, and maybe even an escape point or like a bomb shelter of some sort or something like that.
I still think that's a pretty crazy thought, but another kind of celebrity type of thought is the Beatles were an Illuminati creation and tool to plant rebellious thoughts in the minds of the youth.
They basically wanted to control the minds. Yeah, I think that's an interesting theory.
You believe that one?
I don't know.
All I know is if the Beatles are a Illuminati tool to control minds, I mean, I am an Illuminati zombie because my son watches a show called Beat Bugs. Mm-hmm. Again, not sponsored by, on Netflix, and we watch it every day. They basically have a different Beatles song in every episode. So, yeah, I listen to the Beatles basically every day, sung by singing bugs.
Yeah, so to go a little bit deeper into that, they're supposedly like musical Manchurian candidates that basically were coached by experts inside of a group called the Committee of 300, which is sort of a subgroup of the Illuminati, which is basically like, it's just sort of a shadowy group that exists in sort of the British government or nobility. And I mean, obviously we can't list out all 300 people, but basically if you're a member of the English nobility, then you're probably a member of the Committee of 300. But this group worked with the musical Manchurian candidates to write the Beatles songs. And then the committee took these songs, found the Beatles, and then conspired with Ed Sullivan to make these songs popular. And I'm not saying I believe this. I'm just saying that's where that whole, if we're rounding out the theory, that's where that whole theory comes from.
It's a conspiracy. It's all a conspiracy.
I don't know. I mean, some of those Beatles songs that you listen to backwards and stuff like that have those weird messages. So there's probably a little bit of credence to that.
So, I mean, we talked a little bit about David Icke, whatever. Mm-hmm. As one person who kind of believes in the Illuminati still existing and lizard overlords and whatever. I mean, what other people do you have that you can cite or point to that believe in the Illuminati? That believe in the Illuminati? Yeah, that think they're real and still active today and rule the world and whatever. So it's me, David Icke, Alex Jones, and
a fella by the name of Paul Hellyer. Oh. He's probably a very well-spoken, I guess, advocate for the Illuminati still existing. And Paul Hellyer used to be a Canadian Minister of Defense. Yep. And he is by far believed, I guess, to be the highest-ranking former politician to come out in favor of the Illuminati still existing.
He also said some pretty weird stuff in addition to the Illuminati ruling the world.
Well, he's an old guy, first of all. Maybe a little bit senile.
Maybe you could elaborate a little bit on what else he talked about.
I don't know what else he talked about. Are you talking about what else he talks about from what else he believes?
Yeah, so Paul Hellyer said that the Illuminati is real and they control the world. Agree.
Yeah.
He believes that. But he also believes that aliens came down from space and gave the Illuminati technology to deal with global warming.
Right. Well,
but
okay. All right.
They are keeping it from us lowly humans, non-Illuminati humans, because we're too destructive, not worthy.
So I'm not sure I'm on board with the first part of what you said, because I've never read. I will agree with you that he does say that the Illuminati does have technology to stop climate change, and it's being
received
hidden by the Illuminati. But that's the part that I've never read. I'd have to go back and do research on that.
I'll send you some of the links afterwards, or we'll link them in the show notes, and you can check it out.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I haven't heard that. I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility, though.
All right, you're going all in. I just wanted to get on record. You're all in on that one. Okay. So the Illuminati also get blamed a lot for, pretty much everything. I mean,
yeah.
Usually it's a lot of bad stuff, too. The Illuminati influenced it, or they killed these people, or whatever. You agree with that type of belief that the Illuminati is behind all the bad things that happen?
So I think I need to define in my mind to you a little bit of what I think the Illuminati is, because I don't necessarily think that it's a group conspiring to do all of this, but I think there are groups at play that we can call the Illuminati that do control a lot of what is happening today. So as much as I believe the Illuminati still exists, I believe that there can be numerous groups that exist that can control a lot of this stuff. So let's get that out of the way. But yes, I do believe that everything that happens is because of a group of people making decisions or being able to manipulate what they need to manipulate.
I mean, I think that whole thought process is potentially pretty dangerous. And, that line of thinking and, general conspiracy thought is potentially pretty harmful. I mean, essentially trying to distract from the actual root causes or true problems and just kind of, bury your head in the sand like an ostrich and just ignore the real facts.
Which are what? What are the real facts?
What are the facts about the aliens coming and giving us anti-climate change technology?
Well, I mean, so let's use the JFK assassination as an example, right? Could there have been a large group or a very powerful group of people behind the JFK assassination?
I mean, sure. Why not?
Right. Yeah, so, I mean...
Could it have been aliens?
Well, I think you're being facetious
Could it have been Bigfoot?
Maybe. I mean...
Could it have been the Loch Ness Monster?
No, he wouldn't. There was no water around there.
Okay, we agree on that. One. It's probably not the Loch Ness Monster. I mean, I think you could just throw all kinds of what ifs out there. I mean, what about like World War II? They get blamed pretty frequently for starting World War II and
the French Revolution,
Nazis and Holocaust deniers and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, look, there's different. I am not a Holocaust denier. I am not. I do not think that the Illuminati started World War II or a group started World War II. I think Hitler's a fuckhead that started World War II. I don't think all of these things have to happen. Just because not all of them happen around one group doesn't mean that none of them are happening around one group.
All right, so I guess I got another question for you. I mean, with all of the media attention in today's age, how could a society continue to thrive as much as you believe, over the years and still be so active today with all that we have technologically and, media-wise?
That's a fair question. And I think over the past, 200 years,